the podcast, ready to explore movies they've never seen, diving to the core. I'll watch it later, let's press play together. Talking films we missed in stormy or sunny weather. So grab your popcorn, let's dive into the fray. I'll watch it later, the movies come our way.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to I'll Watch It Later podcast where we lie about the movies we've seen to impress our friends. As always, I am joined by a person over there.
There it is.
I don't know. Maybe. Jordan's here, I guess.
I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm still in the chat.
Surprised. I'm not. And brother-in-law, producer.
This is going to be
Scott.
a fantastic show. You know why? Nobody's talked all week.
Yeah, it's gonna
Talk Wednesday.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Jordan and I were
did,
chatting back and forth.
Yeah, we had a great time.
did you dry your tears or what's going on?
What do you mean dry my tears?
I mean, what the fuck, dude? You haven't talked to me for 3 days.
Oh, no, I was just waiting for my apology.
I'm not apologizing.
I know. You don't think that you do anything wrong?
And because I didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, okay.
I didn't.
Hey,
I did
Limp
nothing
Bizkit's
wrong.
coming. Great. Awesome. Let's coordinate. And then
I bought pit tickets.
I didn't hear from you for 24 hours, and then I had to come
Correct.
to you because you posted about the tickets that you decided to go buy without coordinating and talking to the person would go with.
Well, first off, I stopped. I left. I muted the chat for 24 hours because I was fucking tired of y'all dragging me for like being excited about things that I purchase.
Right.
I got annoyed at that.
Like everything
That's
else
fine,
we all do.
But I
is
was
we
in a
fuck
mood
with
that
it.
day. I was in a mood that day, and I was like, "Fuck it." So I got the email, and it said Limp Bizkit tickets. Here's the pre-sale code. All the tickets in the 200 section and above were $200 fucking dollars.
$100.
They are now.
They were $100 when I sent the picture.
Oh, well.
2 hours before you bought your tickets.
I bought pit tickets. I was going to buy pit tickets regardless. I said,
I had no
I
idea.
bought pit tickets. Here's the code. Fucking buy them.
No,
What
that's not
is
at all
the
what
problem?
You said. That's not at all what you said.
Okay.
First of all, I asked, did you buy Limp Bizkit tickets? Didn't get a response
Clearly.
right away. Yeah, that's what I got. The clearly I did asshole response. And then, of course, my brother did rake you over the coals a bit.
No, he didn't. Fuck him.
No,
I don't give
here's the
two
thing. Here's-
fucking
here's
shits
the
about
thing.
what he has to say.
So I took my comment away to get rid of the fucking vitriol on your Facebook.
He raked me over the coals by sending the exact same screenshot, and I told him exactly what I would have told you. I bought pit tickets. We don't have to coordinate because I was always going to buy pit tickets.
Didn't know that.
So they were
That
the
was
cheapest
news
tickets
to me.
So they're $27 more to buy.
They were
I'm going to tell you,
$190 down from $100 tickets to $190
cost
tickets.
me a little over $300 for 2 tickets in the pit.
Great.
So
when I checked, it was $190.
So here's how I'm feeling about this whole situation, and get mad, I guess, if you want to.
That's the other response
Because,
I got. Yep, get mad. Here's the fucking code.
Right. So I do a shit ton for everybody in these chats.
There it is.
And there it is. What, Jordan?
You
because,
hold that
no,
against
I don't.
people.
I don't ask you for fucking anything.
Right.
And I don't.
And I wasn't going to ask you to
do
do shit
and
for
I
me.
do
All I was
this.
asking is if you were going to do this and coordinate with somebody, your fucking words, let's coordinate, then I would expect at least a heads up.
So
Hey,
why
this
are-
is what I'm going to fucking do. Do you want to do it? And I would have said, kindly, no thank you. That's the last fucking place I want to be at in the middle of fucking August. Outside is the pit at a Limp Bizkit concert.
underneath
But
the
thank you for
fence.
asking me. Instead, you said,
I ask you for
get
everything
mad.
else.
Fuck you. Here's the
I didn't
code.
say
I'm
fuck
going to do
you.
whatever. And then
I
the
did
next
not
day,
say
you're
fuck
like, well, I'm over the fucking shit.
I am.
Let's talk. And I'm like, no, you were fucking the aggressor on this one.
No, I wasn't. No, because I like I said,
Did what you
do
wanted.
I not do enough?
It's not about what. Yeah. I didn't say buy
Get
me
mad.
the fucking ticket. I didn't say, hey, can you spot me? I would have loved a courtesy little text saying, hey, this is what I'm going to do. Because your words were, let's coordinate. Sure, I was excited to go. I would have loved to have gone.
Do you remember when we did the Coheed and Cambria shit and I said I wanted to buy VIP tickets and you were like, no, I'm going to buy seated tickets.
Right.
What is stopping you from going?
By myself? I'm not doing that
Who's
again.
fucking going by yourself?
No one's
Buy
going
a
with me.
Fucking pit ticket.
I'm not going
They're
to stand in the
literally-
pit at fucking Limp Bizkit.
Okay.
Last summer, people canceled this fucking venue because of the heat. The last place I want to be is standing the whole time. I'm just not doing it. It's it's the
3
same
days
as
before
fucking.
that, we're going to fucking
No
Green
shit.
Day.
That's why it's like I'm not standing around in
And-
the Arizona heat.
I'm just saying, like,
It's not about you buying the ticket. It's not about you getting pit tickets. I'm happy for you. Good for you. I know this is a thing you wanted to do. It would have been the
Put on the
courtesy
fan.
of letting your friend,
Fan.
the one, yeah, please, it's getting hot in here, that you hang out with
So
on
hot.
a fucking basis.
Hot in
I'm not
here.
going to that concert either. Fuck Nelly.
what, no?
It would have been nice just to said, hey, this is what I'm going to do. If you were fucking upset or butthurt about the shit I was giving you the day before, fine. I understand that. Give me shit
I
back.
just
That's
need-
what we do.
I know that. I just
Buy
needed-
more shit. I
No.
don't care.
I just needed.
I'm not asking
I
you.
was it. No, the day that I left the chat or not left the chat, I just muted it for 24 hours
It happens.
because I was having a shitty day and I was tired of fucking the comments. So, and I do that from time to time. It had nothing to do with you guys.
Maybe
Okay.
maybe just make love to the comments. Don't fuck them.
But all
I
I'm
feel so
saying,
much more
dude, is
emotionally better.
we've been friends for a long fucking time.
Right.
All I do a lot.
It's
this
not
is
about
not
what
that
you do.
big fucking deal. If you want to go, buy the tickets. If you don't want to go, then don't go.
I'm not.
But what? There's no reason to
It's
be mad
the
at me.
courtesy of fucking trying to be sticking to what you said.
You
and
do
then
shit
being-
all the time without me, and I don't get mad at all.
Right. The things I don't do with you, we didn't discuss going to beforehand. Hey, guess what? I bought Trans-Siberian Orchestra tickets without you. Well, I didn't think you wanted to go.
I do not
I
want
didn't
to
go to that
I've been
fucking
to
shit.
it
I'm just
before.
saying,
Which is
like,
crazy. I can't believe they're all trans.
you know what? It's a fucking
Keep
whole
posting
orchestra.
that meme.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not about you buying shit for people or doing stuff for other people. I'm grateful for the things that you do. And I have told people this, and I've ranted about this. You can be a very awesome, giving, amazing person, and then you can be a short-sighted asshole about shit like this.
I'm not a short-sighted asshole about this.
What would have stopped you from saying, hey, this is what I'm going to do? What stopped you from that?
Nothing.
Right,
Because
nothing
I-
stopped you, but
because,
you wanted your pit
because I
tickets.
looked at the fucking prices.
So did I, and I
And they
posted
were-
it earlier that day.
I wasn't in looking.
No
at the chat. It
shit,
was
you were
muted.
24-hour mute.
So
You didn't see the ticket thing. I'm sure Scott, if he ever looked at it, would have saw that I posted it there too. And then I also posted a very nice comment from someone who listened to our show. Thanks. But
who was this?
does it fucking matter?
don't
You
know.
got pit tickets.
That's right. Me
I'm
and
just
Scott
saying,
are going
like-
to be rolling.
Good for you guys. Enjoy standing around,
But if
Scott.
I
I know how
bought
much
you
you
a
love
pit,
it.
if I bought you a pit ticket, you would go.
I'm not going. I'm not
If
sitting
I
in the pit. No,
bought
it's
you
not
a
about you
pit
buying me shit.
ticket, you would go.
Not going.
All right.
I'm not standing around in the pit. If you would have discussed this with me, I would have said, you know what? I'll just not go. It's fine.
wasn't
because
sitting
my
in the
brother ain't
300
fucking going
set.
for $100 because
Yeah.
God forbid he puts up a sawbuck for a fucking Limp Bizkit
We
ticket.
can agree on that.
Right. So I'm without. I am not doing Blink 182 again, where I'm standing between two fat people and you guys are having a great old time without me.
We don't have that great of a time without
I'm
you.
just saying, like, it's the courtesy of informing someone you've discussed the day before that you were going to coordinate with me. First of all, Friday tickets, coordinate, there. Thursday, it's Thursday afternoon. I'm looking on your Facebook, and it's fucking yeah!
I just
And I'm
put
like,
finally.
fuck you.
All
I'm
I
going to
wrote.
break a glass over your head. I was pissed.
There's no reason to be pissed, though.
It is.
No, dude.
You knew I wanted to go. You knew I wanted to be
but,
there.
But now you're being like super
Now I-
passive aggressive. I don't want to go.
No, I don't want to stand around in the pit. Had you discussed it, I would have said the same thing then. It's not about you buying me ticket. I have the money. I'll buy the fucking ticket.
See, I haven't had
Okay.
time to process this yet, so I don't
You
even know
have
when,
to
I don't
stand
even know
around
when
the-
the fucking show is.
August.
August 16th. It's
August
It's
16th.
literally 3 days after Green Day, dude.
Right.
It's
in
that
the Arizona
Friday.
heat.
So we'll be at Green Day on Wednesday.
Disturbed
and then
wouldn't
we'll-
even play this fucking state in
and then
August.
we'll
They
see
canceled. They
Limp
said, fuck,
Bizkit
it's
on
too
Friday.
hot.
Instruments are melting.
Everything is melting in fucking July and August. Good luck standing around with all the other fucking Limp Bizkit kids. Kids, by the way. They're going to be all children.
Oh, no.
And you old men are going to be standing there in the heat watching
We're gonna
Corey
show up-
fucking Feldman's dick
No,
in the middle of summer.
We'll show up late. We've seen Corey Phil. I don't need to see him again.
Right, but that's
I don't
what I'm
need to see
saying.
any
like,
of those other fucking bands.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck is going. None of those bands make sense to me. Limp Bizkit, Corey Feldman. That's the opposite end of the
Because
spectrum.
it's a fucking 98 thing. Homer put that shit
Oh,
together. So.
Yeah,
it's just so
he did.
stupid. It's just
He's obsessed
it's,
with Corey
it's
Feldman.
the courtesy of it. I don't want you buying shit for me.
I'm
I
just-
don't need you buying shit for me. I just want to be included
I
in the
always
conversation.
include you. This was the one time I
Right.
did it. This is like when I bought the fucking Blink 182 ticket.
Right.
It
God-
wasn't an attack. It was the fact that that was the only thing that was on sale.
Right. But you got what you wanted to get.
Correct. Because I told what?
Let me see your hand. Come on, guys.
No, I'm not touching.
Guys.
I wouldn't touch hands if we were
on,
best friends.
guys.
Just kidding.
Guys, put hands together.
That's not happening. Put your dick out. Just kidding.
But you got to stop stonewalling me. Fucking talk to me.
I was
'Cause that
I was
shit's
pissed off, and I'm not gonna
For 3 days.
Okay, first of all, everything in that fucking chat gets misconstrued, and fucking it'll go worse. I'd rather have a conversation.
100%.
See, so you know what?
100%.
Pissed off. Just gonna live my life a little bit, and we're gonna have a conversation about it. We're gonna yell into these microphones. We're gonna touch dicks, and we're gonna fucking plan the next fucking thing.
All right.
But Jesus fucking Christ, if you tell me you're gonna do something, do it. Don't fucking pay for shit. I didn't need you to buy me a pit ticket. It's not about where the ticket. I mean, it's
Because
about where
that's
the
how
ticket's
it
at now.
felt when your brother started posting those comments.
that's
I'm like,
my brother.
Are you serious, man? Like,
He doesn't
do I
speak for me,
not?
and that's why I took my
know
comment
that.
out of
I know
there.
that. And I'm just saying, all I'm saying is it felt like, oh, you didn't pay for it, so now I'm mad.
It has
And it's
nothing to
like,
do with
dude,
paying
are
for
you
it.
fucking serious?
No,
Like,
I could care less. I was ready to go. I had the money. I was going to do like a little paying for. I just needed to know where to be. And I definitely don't want to be standing around in the middle of fucking August.
Okay, because
the day before, I was like, the Long Wong Boys and the Long Wong Express is fucking excited. You knew I wanted to go to this.
Okay.
And now I'm not because I'm not standing in the pit, and my brother ain't paying for shit, so I ain't going. Because I'm not paying for anybody else.
Because all I'm saying is, like, when you were young, you were like, I'm out because I ain't got the money. And I was like, totally willing to put up for that.
And I understand
and
that.
I
And
said,
I'm
because I want
grateful
you to
for
go.
and we're
but
going to make it work.
This is a bucket list band for me.
No shit.
I want to be in the pit for it. I want to sing roll. I want to scream rolling into Scott's face.
Awesome.
Okay.
And have fun with your 15-year-old scene kid next to you, also
fine.
wondering who the fuck Limp Bizkit is.
Just smells like fucking onions and shit.
It's just,
probably
it's
will.
going to be the
Yes.
worst. The sun doesn't go down till 9 o'clock in the middle of fucking August. Good luck with that. I don't care if you're under the awning. It gets hot under there.
We'll have the long longs in.
I'm sweating sitting in the 200 section under the big fans. There's no chance I'm going to be in the pit.
Well, hopefully by then I'll be skinny and it won't be as bad.
God bless you.
Anyways.
Everyone.
And if you can't,
God bless us, everyone.
if you can't tell, I am a little under
Stop
the
being
weather.
a bitch and quitting chats.
I posted a bunch of shit. Nobody responded. It's fucking annoying seeing your guys' little bubbles look at it and not fucking say anything. It's super. That's the most infuriating shit on the planet. Dude.
shit.
Fuck off with that. So I'll gladly go back in, but at least be like,
I'm
hey,
not
I don't
approving
want
it.
to. I'll talk to you tomorrow or something, because then I wouldn't be like,
Hey, you're going to do the show at 1 tomorrow. I just want a response.
okay,
I got you.
Yeah.
You got your response.
correct, but everything
should've
else
quelled everything.
was fucking crickets.
Yeah.
In order to get back in the I'll watch it later podcast
Yeah.
chat, you're going to have to pass a physical exam.
Well, I ain't going to.
It's going to be like military style. You have to kick.
If he's got to drop weight, then I'm out.
you have to kick a 30-yard field goal
Oh, yeah. There we go. Today.
today.
Right now.
We're taking the ball out right now.
You got to do the
is
the
portable.
bases.
Yeah,
Do
you
it
got to run the bases in under 10 seconds.
Yep.
So I'll never get back in the chat.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's not about money or what you do for me. It's some fucking common courtesy. That's all I'm asking.
I always use common courtesy.
Really?
I'm a day to remember over here.
Oh, please.
People don't get that.
No one gets it.
It's an album by a day to remember.
Not
called
one fucking person understands that reference.
Fuck you.
Fucking
Is that
joke,
is that me on my scooter?
That's the joke on our by. No, you on the scooter would be like
Him on his scooter, passing by the motorcycle he couldn't get, wearing headphones he doesn't need.
tumbling,
Actually, I would return
tumbling down the
That's
fucking,
weird, right?
down the sidewalk.
I did something else.
Oh, God.
Fucking rock fucking.
How about these instead?
Oh, my God.
I needed a good headset.
These work just as good, and
No,
they have been
fuck
sitting
those.
here literally for an entire year. It's
wired.
the only thing that doesn't come off this table is this tape for some fucking reason. And sometimes there's a
Steel
box
series?
cutter. Thank God that's not on the table right
Oh,
now.
Parker has that.
Oh,
I think he did have it.
He did have it
damn
last night.
All right, so
why
we're
does your
cool?
son have a box
I'm
cutter?
fine. It needed to be in person, man.
I said the same thing.
Eskimo kiss and let's fucking move
Last night I
on
was
with the show.
screaming at Scott. I was like, no, I'm fucking tired of you not taking my side.
He's like, hey, so
Sod knows.
I need you to tell me that I'm right. And I'm like, listen, I'm
don't get in the middle of your
I'm
shit.
being objective here, and I'm not going to get in the
Look,
middle of
Scott's not
anybody's
going to say anything
bullshit.
because he doesn't want to get off scholarship. I noticed that little post had 2 tickets, and I know this motherfucker was number 2.
This is what I told Kim.
But see, that I don't worry about stuff like that either. Though.
This is what I tell Kim. Kim is my default. She refuses to go to anything.
I know.
So I take him as my default because I'm going to buy 2 tickets. Either she's going or he's going. And
yeah,
she's
I got to
just-
go stand in the fucking pit in August.
Good luck,
and
man.
Smell all the fucking kids.
Good luck. We have all made this pact that the lawn seats are no longer a thing I want, and you know what? You're right. I have
Now
seen
it's
the
the
light.
now it's the concrete
I
seats.
want to be able to fucking sit and enjoy myself, and I will not be able to do that in the pit. Just not
If
at
he
all.
cancels because we have to go to Chicago and he has to work or something, you're going. So, then you'll go, right? See, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No, again, it's not about the ticket. I could have bought the ticket.
I think it's the
letting me know that the tickets were being purchased and this is where you wanted to be. A little bit of a heads up would have been nice. And then I would have said, kindly fuck yourself. It's August. There's no chance I'm doing that.
Probably the wings would like tilt that scale a little bit.
No, what? So I can be uncomfortably but full. It's fucking hot, but now I've got the wing shits. No,
beer.
thank you.
Just wings stewing in your stomach.
Cold beers, bro.
No,
It's bothering me.
honestly, like already the
bothering
fact
me.
that we were
You mean the movies that you knocked over?
Yeah, I wanted to show this.
the fact that we were just miserable at when we were young makes me really definitely don't want to be in the pit. And we got to
It's just for Limp Bizkit. I'm
Okay.
going to miss everything else. Well, we'll see.
Oh, that's good. So you could be at the back of the pit because
the
all
pit's-
those idiots are going to be there the whole time.
I mean, that's probably where I'm going to be.
Yeah, back of the pit's good. That's where I stood for a day to remember.
Leaning up against the fucking, like, the soundboard.
Back
Yeah.
hurts. You're just bumping.
They're going to be like,
fucking
sir, can you
turntables."
fucking move? No.
Wes Borland has requested the tall, bald, white guy in the back to stop bumping his amp.
Actually, the fucking whatchamacallits are, it's in the middle of the seats. The 200 section. Mixer's in the middle of the seats.
It
It always
is.
has been.
I know.
So,
I
all
should've
right.
made my joke.
Well, I'm glad that's over with because that was a fucking long 3 days and I was stewing the entire time. I was gonna go in right when you walked through the door, but I was like, no, I want to see if he wants to do this on mic.
Yeah.
Because I've had other people contact
Damn right
me.
it's going to be on mic. And if he tried to do it, we would have hashed it out there, and then we would have repeated this shit on the mic. These people need to hear the
probably true.
bullshit that fucking happens here and understand how
Congratulations.
dumb this shit really is.
You just got the real deal right there.
I was fucking yelling on mic for you fuckers.
We had to turn the fan on. The heat got so hot.
Fucking my face is red. I'm so mad.
This is like Axel F. The heat is on.
There were other people that
I've
noticed
never-
the
I've
comments
never
and
seen
then noticed
that.
the comments were gone and reached out. It was like,
Right.
is
Wait,
everything
what
okay?
the fuck just happened?
Yeah, it was like, is everything
Who
okay?
said it? Who was reaching out?
I'm not
I need
gonna-
names.
I'm not
Name
gonna.
names.
I'll tell you off.
He
mic.
name. Oh, this will be off mic?
It was Heather.
Of course it was Heather. Notice that she didn't like dial me up and say, "Hey, what's going on?"
Would have got uninvited.
Yeah, don't fucking come there either. There's only pit tickets left apparently.
Anyways, all right. So, hey Scott,
Whatever. Be mad. Here's the fucking code.
tired of this.
Tired of this.
Crew, it's the code.
What's great is that you said you be mad. I'm tired of this. To me, in our chat, not the one my brother was involved in. He was the one giving you shit on Facebook.
Because I'm not even. I need you to understand this. I need you to understand this. His posts were not making me mad or anything. I was like, I
Making
honestly.
me infuriated.
Here's the thing. I love your brother, and I'm going to say this, and he's going to get mad. But he kept posting the same screenshot, and I was like, are you retarded? Because I'm telling you right now, if you want to go, buy these tickets. No,
Right.
and then he said, no thanks. And I said, so what would the coordination have done, Aaron? Nothing, because you wouldn't have fucking gone. You wouldn't spend the $17 on Corey Feldman.
Poking the bear,
And
bro.
I wasn't mad because
No,
I
I'm
was.
just
I
saying, he's
literally.
poking the
I
bear.
knew
He
exactly what he was doing,
he
and I was like,
It worked.
No, it didn't. His didn't. I was only mad at him, not at Aaron. I did
The-
not give
the
a
aggrieved-
fuck.
Your brother posted
I-
shit. I'm angry at you.
I'm
No,
the
because
aggrieved. I'm
his-
also the asshole.
Because I thought his shit was stupid. I was like, he's just posted this to be stupid. There's no way he's that naive.
Well,
So,
he doesn't care. He wasn't going. He
He
wasn't
was
going when,
never gonna
when I
go.
posted the screenshot of the tickets that we thought we could all maybe try to get. He's like, $100 for Limp Bizkit. No, thank you, sir.
Right.
And I was like, well, if Aaron would look in the chat, he could see that and we can figure it out. Because obviously, if I saw the
wanna say
prices,
202
I had the code 2 hours prior.
Section WW.
I don't care. I'm just saying that's generally where we would be. We've never once
Watch.
gone in the pit.
What happens when Vettix gives me tickets?
You're going to be sitting in the seats with me and Scott.
Because there's probably going to be a lot of tickets available for that.
No shit.
I think it's selling out pretty fast.
It'll have tickets.
Then
We'll
we
see.
could bless two people.
I tried to get. No, I'm not giving away $400.
No, he'll be in the
I'll sell
pit
them.
for the first 2 songs of Limp Bizkits, and then his ass will be waddling back over to us because I'm saying waddle, and I'm not trying to be mean. None of us are losing weight.
I'm gonna do it. I got.
I have to.
I have to. I gotta.
I'm down 10. Okay, Superman.
I go to the gym. I have to wake up and go to the gym. That's Scott.
Hey.
Everyone.
I got 19 softball games to play before I go play fucking disc golf.
What? I can't go to when we were young. I got to
So
go
tired.
fucking play softball. I got to wear a really ugly uniform and play it. It has a skull on it, guys. I'm 40.
Those are my old uniforms.
I don't care.
It's a different team.
I don't care. Well, look, this one
You
says
do care.
This one says drunken adults, and it's like Dunkin' Donuts, but we don't even drink, or because we'll get heartburn. It's gonna have to shut ourselves.
The way you respond is just like, be mad.
Be mad.
Be
what
more
I-
mad. I
what
love
I
that
do.
you're mad right now. I was just giving you shit about dumb headphones that no one needs, let alone
I know,
you.
but I was telling you that Wednesday. I think it happened at work. I was just pissed off. No, I was off because Kim was at Disneyland, and I think I.
So you had no one to blame but me.
No, but
Got
I
it.
was saying like the kids. I had
Oh,
the
you had
kids
the
all
kids.
day.
Never
and
mind.
I just was like,
You're right.
He was on edge.
dude, Parker has been a shit lately.
I'm about to break.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. So Parker comes
He's
over.
literally playing break stuff in his head.
We come over for dinner last night. Aaron's gone, and I'm like, where'd everybody go? And he's like, oh,
He's at
Aaron,
Poor
Aaron
right
took-
now.
Aaron
He's
took-
at Jordan.
Parker was having a moment, so he took him to Aldi's, and I'm like, oh, as a kid, that would be my favorite place to go. And he comes home, and Parker sits down, and he's like, Dad called me a bitch.
Nice.
And I go, Dad called you a bitch. Why'd he call you a bitch? And he's like, I was acting up. And I was like, well, why were you being a little bitch then?
Well, I wouldn't talk in the chat, so he left.
And then Aaron's like, would you
I had to
stop
walk
saying
home from
that? He's going to
Aldi.
repeat it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you were the one that called him a bitch?
I didn't call him a bitch. I called some lady a bitch who,
Oh.
and he thought I was talking to him because I asked him because he was running from me in the store. And I don't know if you've ever been to Aldi, but they don't give you bags, so I had everything in my fucking hand, so I
You
couldn't
didn't
go
wanna,
chase.
Like, you didn't put up the quarter to get a fucking cart?
I didn't need a cart. I went there for one thing.
You did apparently not.
He went there for
I went
Was
there for
how big was that one thing?
It was multiples
Okay,
of one
for
thing.
the people listening. He literally made the motion that he was holding multiple oranges.
Oh,
I don't know.
No. He was holding multiple things because when he walked in, he had 27 boxes of Christmas cakes
That's what I got.
But you didn't need a cart for that.
No,
because somebody posted up on the internets that
Aldi
Aldi had Christmas
and I haven't
cakes
been able to
The ones
find
that I
them.
sent you the picture saying that it was literally at your Safeway last
within walking
weekend.
distance. Yes.
I've been to Safeway and Fry's, and they're all gone.
They were there when I sent you that picture. I was just there that morning last Saturday.
Well, wasn't able to get there.
You gotta saddle up.
There was like a whole little fucking kiosk full of them.
You guys should be proud of me. I don't even know where my phone is. I need it. Hold on. Damn.
Hold on, he's got to go and join the chat again.
Yeah, he's gotta get his phone so he can play
You
Snap.
have to add me
for the
back
rest
to
of
that.
No shit.
Nope. You gotta get a 30-yard field
They're
goal.
for 30 yards.
Do I need to create a new one like your brother does?
God. Anyway,
Oh. So that is what has been going on the last couple days here.
it was our Thursday through Saturday.
Congratulations. This is our lives.
You're the real of the real. Just like the more I sat there, the more I'm like, this motherfucker thinks he did nothing wrong, and I'm the asshole. He did nothing wrong.
He's Hitler over here.
No, he's in the right. It's the Third Reich of concerts.
Anyways, I still don't think I did.
It's okay. You know what I did in front of my kids yesterday?
What?
Some guy cut me
Pooped?
off, and I called them a fuckstick out loud, and then they were laughing because they'd never heard both of those words in the same sentence like that. And I had to explain, you should never repeat that.
I
don't repeat
am
that.
trying to get us tickets to 50 Cent. So if you guys want to go to that, I'm trying.
Is that the one where he canceled in the summer?
Are you getting rich or
Is that-
died trying?
Is that the one where it was too hot to be at the same venue where Limp
Yes.
Bizkit is, and then he quit
In August.
because he didn't want to? Yeah, in August. Actually,
That is
actually,
true.
I think that was in either August or it was
It
either
is true.
July or August.
Yes. 50 Cent did
was
not want to play
way
here
too-
because it was too
yeah,
fucking hot.
Disturbed's equipment was fucking melting. The last place I want to be is on the concrete listening to break stuff.
They're fucking bitches, bro. I don't give a fuck. You know that's going to be the last song.
Fucking hell.
So let me try to get these tickets, Vamp, for a second.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Going to 50 Cent.
I can't wait for the text.
I
Jordan,
can't-
I got tickets. Here's the code.
Here's the yeah. Can you get on VetTix, bro? No, you can't. Scholarship's over.
Yeah, maybe
asshole.
you need to go fucking join the military.
Jesus fucking.
Then you
Christ.
get your pre-sale code.
I thank him for things. I'm not a complete asshole. I pay my way. I do my best.
That is
but I'm
all
the
I could
asshole.
think of for 2 days was like, are these guys really upset I didn't buy their fucking ticket?
Why would me, of all people, be upset about that?
I don't know.
You went ahead and bought Green Day without really talking to us. You just did it.
Yep.
Thank you. We'll make it work. I'll fucking get you your money.
Oh, no, I'm not
Gangster
worried
man.
about that.
But when we were young was just way too much at the time. It's too much fucking this
too
close
much for
to
anybody.
Too close to Christmas. You're like, I'm gonna do it, bro. We're going to buy 8 tickets. We're going to be,
Fucking 2 tires.
Well, I got rid of that. I
and then,
canceled the other
you'll
tickets.
get your money.
Oh, that's fine. I'm not worried about the fucking.
know.
I'm not
I'm
worried
just
about
saying.
that. We're gonna have to worry in March.
Well, we'll deal with
I
it.
have to fucking spend $350 because we're paid up till March, so we're good.
we'll
we only have
figure it out.
2 more payments to go of
And,
$350.
and I will make it work,
So,
and I will figure
you
it
know,
out.
he's the only one that doesn't pay me for fantasy football.
I'm aware.
Only one. You paid me. Him? Nope.
Yep, I know.
Kick 30-yard field goal and give you your
No,
$40 right now.
It's not for me.
Score more
It's
than
for-
100
gonna be
points.
for Eric,
I
who
know.
wins the fucking.
I live 2 seconds away from you. I just don't think about it.
It's like
And I'm in last
This
place.
is-
So I have no fucking
literally
desire to
the
want to
li-
fucking hand you $40
Right?
over when I've won 1 fucking game.
That's-
Like
Not
at the
my
beginning of the
problem.
season, you're all
But
wide-eyed,
you would-
bushy-tailed. You're ready to hand over $40. Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
wait. It's my year.
yeah, but if he was
Never
winning,
do that.
he'd be like, "Where's my money?"
Oh,
And
for
I'd-
sure.
So
Yeah, because he doesn't have to put in.
right.
If he won, he didn't have to give you that $40. He's holding out.
Yeah.
He's waiting for that.
It's just rough. It's just more rough when you've won 1 game.
That's
It's hard.
rough.
It's like pulling a Band-Aid.
I know. I'm looking at 3-10, going, "This is disgusting. I don't
Yeah.
like this at all." I have a good team. If you look at my points scored, I'm scoring more people per season than most everybody else. But
Oh,
I'm
I do
in
the- I do
fucking
the-
tw-
I do
I'm
the
in 11th
delusional.
place.
I do the delusional thing. So like
Look what
every
I got.
week I see how many points I scored, and then I try to look at how many people I would
You
have
would have beaten that week.
that
yeah.
week, and every fucking week it's always like 3/4 of the league.
At least you could.
It's just not the person I'm playing.
No, God,
Sounds
no.
like a
Never
bunch
the
of
person you're playing.
excuses.
So,
to me.
anyways,
anyways,
we do a movie podcast.
We do, but we talk about our lives.
What do we see these last 2
Oh,
fucking weeks?
Jeez, I saw a lot. Oh, I watched a lot of stuff.
I know. I watched
Saw a
the
couple
documentary.
I haven't watched it yet, but I will.
2 weeks, man.
I know, but I
You
just
had 4 days without me talking to you. You could have watched that movie.
I didn't. I don't think
You got
I.
lots of time on your hands. What the fuck you been doing with it?
We're chatting.
Thursday, Friday, 3 days, and I was working 2 of those days. I don't watch any movies on days at work.
Lies.
What'd you watch?
Well, I'll start out. I watched that what is it? Family Switch.
I did too.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was
I did,
okay.
I did not hate it.
It was okay.
But I'm into those types of movies.
It was very aware though because it did mention all the other movies.
Freaky Friday.
Well, there's a point where
goes
he's
on-
like,
go
I feel
on.
like I'm 17 again.
17
I feel like I'm
again.
13 going on 30.
which is funny because
It's funny.
Gardner was
Yes,
in
it
the
is.
third
That
picture.
part was funny, and I laughed. And I looked over at Kristen. She just kind of like looked at me and fucking rolled her eyes. But I mean, it was
Where's Aquaman?
Why,
okay.
Did you not buy her Limp Bizkit tickets?
No,
Okay.
no. It was fine. It was a
planning
fine
her-
watch.
planning
It's
her
not
next European
it's not
vacation.
great. It's not one of the greatest swap movies I've ever seen.
No,
but, I mean it's
No,
it's
White
okay.
Swap's definitely better.
The show? No, I liked it with they were self-aware that the kid was like, "I'm not going to kiss your girlfriend. Like
Well,
I'm a
you're right.
44-year-old man. That's statutory rape."
Can't prove that.
But all the like the whole thing was just beat for beat, man. You knew exactly what was going to happen. You knew the whole lens thing was going to happen. I mean, it was a whole thing. It was just from front to back. It was lock and step.
I have been watching a lot of Christmas movies lately, but all Christmas movies we've seen, like Home Alone 2, which
Yeah.
I'm still on that fucking pedestal, dude. It pisses me off. I was literally upset at the movie. I was ranting to Kim, and she was like, "Are you done? Because we got to leave."
Because Buzz bought Limp Bizkit tickets without Kevin.
Well, what had happened was he was mad about the Limp Bizkit shit. Immediately motherfucked me, said, "Just go buy tickets."
I
Then
didn't motherfuck
decided to double down on last week's post about someone else that pissed him off, which got no response, by the way. I love that. I better double down on last week's post. I know that was about me, motherfucker.
No, it wasn't,
Oh, it was. And then
bro. The fucking
and then he posted about Home Alone 2, and I was like, man, he must be pissed.
Hold on. First off, the post about the vault is closed thing is about work, and the second post about it was about the same person. It wasn't about
Very
you.
convenient. Convenient.
I told you.
Lined up.
He's just like, I'm not buying his ticket. Fuck him.
I did say that
vault's closed?
multiple times.
I wasn't looking for that. Anyway, let's move on.
I can't wait for all the custom Christmas gifts that are going to come out of this.
Me neither.
Everybody's getting custom T-shirts.
Are we? I'm the only person at this table who's ever given you guys any gifts. So,
I give you the gift of being here every week.
thank you.
In my presence and the things that I do.
It's the only presents he's ever given.
Anyways,
Yes. I make him cry all the time.
you don't make me cry.
It's been a couple years, but
I make his blood pressure.
Oh, you did make me cry.
yeah.
Several times.
Oh, was
times.
it the?
The Funko Pop, which I wish I could find. He made me a
It's here
person.
somewhere.
It's not in
Your
here.
Movies.
It was literally in here.
Since we got a
No, not the one you made.
Yeah. I saw it at one point.
No, you didn't. If it was in here, it'd be predominant. I would put it out. It's one of my favorite presents of all time. I know where it is. It's in that box of shit.
But anyways, and then I watched another movie that probably moved up in my list of
here we
like
go.
favorite movies of the year.
Was it Godzilla -1?
No.
That's right. You didn't
No,
didn't go with
no,
us.
I did not go to that one, but I did watch The Holdovers,
Oh, me too.
Me too.
and we could probably talk about that. Though.
All right, well,
Please.
let's keep going.
All right, let's go, and then we'll talk about.
Let's
the
talk about
Holdovers.
our right wing propaganda in Nazi films.
the Lady
the
Ballers?
Third
Yeah.
Reich one. Yeah.
Hey, dude, did you watch it?
I didn't watch it.
Oh,
Of course not.
Aaron.
He was too busy
I was stewing about Aaron.
fucking.
So Aaron and I
Railing
did,
about
did
how
watch
great
Lady
homeless
Ballers
people
because
are.
I like when things are politicized,
I was re-listening to Golden Cobra.
and then people
by
go on
Limp Bizkit.
Letterboxd and they try to give them all like half stars and stuff. It just makes me want to watch it even more. And dude, it is a funny movie.
It is.
It's very funny because it is very self-aware, and people are taking it so goddamn serious, man. But it's life imitates art, man. I mean, that's where we're at now.
Well, I heard a interview with Jeremy Boring, the guy who plays the main lead guy. He's also, I think, he owns the Daily
He
Wire.
owns the Daily Wire. Yes.
He was saying, like, in the 90s, which is completely true, is that they would make movies that were objectively funny towards whatever political or
Yes.
absurd thing was going on.
Name 10.
I can easily name 10. And then I guess at one point Barack Obama said that film studios have an obligation to send messages and not, I hate using this word, but punch down. And then like entire like landscape of Hollywood changed and they all stopped doing that.
Because comedy, we can't be funny anymore.
But I mean, if you remember, we had like the scary
Have you
movies.
not heard the first 20 minutes of this show? It's fucking
right,
hilarious.
it's fucking comedic gold.
But like we had like the scary movies and the
Yeah.
airplanes and the fucking hot shots.
Just bad taste.
Yeah,
Just
terrible shtick.
humor shtick. Yeah,
And
I mean,
we got away from that. And that if you watch Lady Ballers, you're like, oh, you guys are just fucking MAGA. It has nothing to do with that.
No.
It's making fun of the current climate because of what's going on in sports. And I'll always kind of reiterate this. I guess it's a right wing talking point, whatever. That male to female athletes are taking up women's spaces, and they shouldn't be allowed to do that. And I, for one, think that females should have their own shit because, like, when I was in the military,
it was a protected category
Yes.
for a reason.
correct. And when I was in the military, females had different standards than males. They had to do less push-ups, less sit-ups, and not one person was like, "That's not fair," or "Hey, I identify as a girl today," or whatever, so I want to do less push-ups. Your thing was
Aaron's like, because I tried.
your
We learned
thing.
nothing from G.I. Jane.
Your thing was like your males are considered physically more dominant, and I'm not saying I am. I'm just saying we are. And
As
I
a
was always
whole,
able to pass my
as a
PT
whole.
test.
We're not going to try to stereotype and be like, "Oh, men are stronger
Right,
than
right,
women."
right.
Like I get it.
Yes.
We can pick out the ones that aren't. But as a whole, we're just kind of discussing this as a
Right.
just a generalization.
So all I'm saying is it's funny to pick on the absurd without being like, this is politicized, this is this. And it's like, no, it's funny
but that's
because
comedy. That's how comedy is.
because at what point
It's supposed to strike a nerve.
because if you look right now, no one goes to WNBA games. Everybody hates the women's fucking.
That's one of my favorite parts of that fucking movie. Dude. I
And there's a
laughed
guy who
so
literally
hard.
is like, hey, it's like guy basketball now because it's all guys playing basketball and it's funny. But I'm just saying, like, if you want to laugh, watch it. The acting in it is absolutely atrocious. I
don't
get-
think it was meant to try to be
I
good.
get that they couldn't get real actors. That's fine. But the acting really seriously takes a hit. But it doesn't feel like a movie that's unacted or like low budget or whatever.
It's on the like, and I said this before, and it's not like we kind of equivalize it to like a basketball type movie. Like the acting's not great. There's just shtick. It's
That
like they're-
female reporter is terrible.
Well, of course.
But even she's like, I gotta keep going back to like it's like the Naked Guns and the fucking
Yes.
the scary movies. She's like, oh no, this is my Pulitzer Prize. How dare you misgender this person that I clearly know is a man? And, like she even says that, and it's just funny, dude.
It's
Well,
fun.
the funny
I
thing
laugh
is
like
that
teeth out.
men to women, women to men swap movies have been going on since
Correct.
the 70s.
Yes,
Exactly.
but now everybody's
Tootsie,
offended. about it.
sorority boys.
Fucking just one of the boys. Fucking just
She's
Joanna
the man.
Man.
She's
She's
the
the
man.
man. Like,
Yeah.
ladybugs. Like it's always been a thing. It's just now it's more like hot button. So they're not
Yeah.
breaking new ground. It's
Exactly.
just,
They're
people are just
not.
going to be pissy.
But it's relevant for what is going on today, and
With like
I'm
the
sure
re-
the jokes are relevant, but
And the jokes are actually-
the premise
Correct.
isn't.
Correct.
the jokes are
Correct.
actually funny because there's some
I
humorous
think the
moments.
movie. I think She's the Man stuff's funny too, because it's always
think
the
all those
same.
are funny.
It's always the same thing. The guy dresses up
When the
like a
fuck do we
woman.
get ice cream?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
go
But
on.
the guy dresses up like the girl, and there's always like one dude who's like, "That's the hottest chick I've ever seen,"
Yeah.
and it's just like the most. That doesn't happen in the movie, but I'm
White
just saying-
chicks.
Mulan.
yeah, Mulan, that historically accurate
Yeah.
depiction.
That dude was into Mulan before he found out he was a chick.
exactly.
Then he was disappointed.
Or
and he was
fucking
like, "Ah, I
Terry
guess."
Crews and fucking White Chicks,
Oh
which I've
my
only
God.
seen once, and I hate that
It's the
movie.
worst
But
movie.
But it's a good recommendation.
Yeah.
As I said, if you can remove the stick out of your posterior,
Or if you
laugh
can
a
even
little
find
bit.
it.
Just watch the movie
on-
and laugh a little
it's on
bit.
all the torrent sites.
I know.
Yeah, just
but
laugh.
No
I'm not-
one watching, no one
It's-
listening is going to where we're finding these things.
It's entertaining at face value is what it is, and it's not a good movie by any means.
No,
but
it's not.
It is funny. It does have
Yes.
a lot of funny moments.
I have
in
to
it.
reiterate, it sucks, but it's funny and it made me laugh. It did its job.
Yeah.
So
And I think that was their intent.
yeah.
Political or not.
All right. What else?
Either.
We'll get to holdovers in a second because I went to the movies and saw Saltburn, which is an Amazon movie that comes out on the 22nd, and it has my boy in it, Barry
a lot of your
Keoghan.
boy.
Yeah, his penis is everywhere, which is
Oh.
awesome. He dances at the end. Did you
That's
watch
why
it?
it's so weird that he's so mad this week. Is like he got so much dick at the beginning of the week. I
No,
thought
that
he'd
was
be fine.
like 2 weeks ago.
I'm kidding.
I thought it would have been
no,
a
I didn't watch
holdover
it.
with Dick.
Oh.
I wasn't gonna go to the theater. I don't think it was available to grab anywhere on
Not
like,
yet
for me. So
Not yet.
I'll just wait till it drops on Amazon.
But it is really good. It's kind of like a talented Mr. Ripley.
They're billing it as a comedy. Is it funny? Like,
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe a super dark comedy.
okay,
It's about like a regular guy who goes to school and he starts lying because he wants to be best friend. Did you ever see Call Me by Your Name?
it sounds familiar.
Has elements of that where it's like, is it a gay relationship? Is it not? It's fucking weird and it's really fucking good. It's definitely on my top 10 right now. We'll see if it gets whittled down because I'm trying to catch everything. I still need to see Past Lives, stuff like that. But Barry's great in it. The supporting cast is really good. It's fucking it's weird and it's kind of you're watching it and the whole time in the theater I was going, what the fuck, like out loud, and people were laughing, but they were doing it too, and I was just kept going, what the fuck, because there's some craziness in it. This is not spoiling anything, but the guy he likes is taking a bath and he like starts licking the bathtub rim.
That's what I
and
heard.
I'm just like,
I've heard about that one.
weird. So
And it was like, I've done that.
no, it's fucking. Yeah, so I highly recommend Saltburn if you get a chance, but it'll be on Amazon the 22nd. So I liked it a lot. What else? What else?
What was that documentary called that I watched?
The Boy That Lived.
The Boy That Lived. That was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I am. gonna watch it.
It's about the stunt man, the stunt double, body double, whatever you want to call it, that was working on the Harry Potter movies. Mainly for Daniel Radcliffe. He did some stuff for
Tom
Welling and stuff like that. Tom Welling? No, that's not.
No,
Tom Felton.
Tom Felton.
Welling,
Sorry,
Superman.
sorry.
From fucking,
Ooh, which just sparked
Smallville.
my thing that I wanted to talk about too.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So it tells about how he got into the business, kind of where he was at, how he kind of really became like an older brother to Daniel Radcliffe throughout all these movies. I mean, from the start to all the way to the 7th movie, you're looking at 10, 15 years of movies. Just really becoming like the best of friends with this guy. And then the accident that happened, the masochist in me wanted to see the full thing because they show the incident all up until he breaks his neck. Like they stop it. And I'm like, fuck, I want to see him snap his neck. So,
You get on the internet.
right.
I'm sure it
exactly.
exists. I'm sure. But yeah, he was on one of those
I've gotta
rigs
find
that
it.
yank you back.
Oh,
Well, and I guess the
can't say
weight
that.
was not calibrated. And it
folded him.
yanked him, and yeah, it pretty much just snapped his neck because it
Ooh.
just yanked him
Yeah.
too quickly. So, he's paralyzed. I think originally Daniel Radcliffe wanted to direct it, got into doing it, and then realized that's just not, he can't do it. He was not qualified. He passed it along, and he's in it a lot. They do a lot of interviews and talking, and see him hanging out with them, and it's really just it's a nice. I wouldn't say nice. The guy's paralyzed, but it's neat to see a lot of some of that behind the scenes of
Harry
the
Potter.
making of Harry Potter that you never really got to see, and the story behind a lot of it, because that's really all they focused on is just
that's
his
what-
career there and not anything else that he really did. And it talks about a friend of his that he met that brought him into doing it, and he was also a stunt double at that point, and it's just at one point like they're crying like, oh my God, it should have been me. And I'm like, it was really good. Like it was a lot better than I thought it would be. Very informative, very, very good. You can catch it on Max.
Yeah.
It's just streaming there.
Reading Felton's book, it seemed like there was a lot going on in Harry Potter that we are not aware of, because he said that there was constantly like hundreds of extras a day, sets that like he didn't even get to see, and you were just constantly like pulled in like 100 different directions. That's why his acting career didn't really go anywhere after fucking, because he was
good in
so
Flash.
used
I
to
liked him in
that.
Flash.
Yeah, he was just so used to the Harry Potter stuff, and then he would like really had to act, and he was just like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. So
Right. Yeah, because like Rupert Grint and what's his face? Harry Potter, man. They all
Daniel
fucking
Radcliffe.
I was like, I said it 5 times before this. They kind of took off, did their own thing, and they've been making movies. Emma,
she's a feminist.
yeah, she kind of did a few things, but
She's
then just,
not watching Lady Ballers.
She definitely wouldn't be watching Lady Baller.
But she did that rape thing, and fucking this is the end. So I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like that was weird.
Cash
But then
stocks,
after that,
man.
she just never really did anything, and so I don't know. I mean, they all seem pretty well adjusted for all the shit that they
Yeah.
went through, but yeah, this
Which
is
is
a
crazy.
very good one.
Emma Watson was 9 when she was cast as Hermione.
I know, and it sucked being so into her,
You were into her? Where were you, like 40?
bro.
She was 9?
I was in my 20s.
You were like, that 9-year-old is hot.
Close. No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't into her. If anyone's listening.
I forgot. I also saw Dream Scenario, which is fucking insanely good. But it's like, I don't know how to describe this, and I'm not going to spoil any of it.
Nick Cage
Nick
one,
Cage movie. He starts showing up in people's dreams.
It reminds me of like what P.T. Anderson or
Yeah, maybe like you're taking
who did
like John Malkovich.
who did Being John Malkovich? Yeah, like it reminds me of something kind of weird that way,
It is, and
like very indie.
yeah, I'm not going to spoil any of it because I really want you guys to watch it. It is the most funny / heartbreaking movie I have
I'm
ever
sure.
seen in my life. I didn't know whether to laugh and cry during most parts, and you feel for this guy, and you're like, why is this happening to him? And I just dude, the whole movie was excellent. It was an hour and 30 minutes. It felt like it was 20 minutes long.
Remember that movie that Will Ferrell was in where he was like getting narrated by Emma Thompson? I get that vibe from it too, where it's like he doesn't know what's going on, and then like you think it's a comedy, and then you kind of it's kind of sad toward later on because you realize
Correct.
Like, he's got to live with this shit, or and that that guy's got to
that's-
realize that his life wasn't his the whole time. Like it's just one of those
Yeah, it is.
feels that I really wanted to see it.
That's a good description.
Yeah.
It's just it takes like right in the middle of it. It takes this turn, this fucking like just left turn, and you're like, why? And you never find out why, and just everything that starts happening to him, and you're just like, bro. And it's, you know how I always tell you like this would be if you just had a conversation, then the movie would be over. He has that conversation, and it's still like, and you're just like, fuck, dude. So, I don't know, man. I
Cage
just
put out like 10 movies in the last 3 months.
I know,
I'm
he's-
glad at least one of them was serviceable.
I think I
He
hate
did
that.
some weird Buffalo
You
movie.
throw
that-
enough at the board, something's got to stick,
Bro,
right?
like he said he's gonna do maybe like a couple more movies and then go into TV because he's already done everything he's wanted to do,
Yeah.
like movie wise. I'm
Yeah.
like, I mean that could be fun, but I want more Nick Cage. Like he just does random shit, and like some of it hits, like Mandy hit, and fucking I like that movie.
Drive Angry.
No, fuck that movie. That movie's so
I
bad.
think it was called Be Mad.
No, Be Mad. The Limp
Drive
Bizkit
Angry.
story.
Drive Angry. You only listen. I think Limp Bizkit's in that movie.
Right, we just gotta drive to a Limp Bizkit concert. Oh fucking A. What was that one called? Where him and Pedro Pascal were. Like that one was funny. Like that was a fun
Inconvenient Truth of Being Nicolas Cage or something like that.
being Nicolas Cage. But like things like that work, and then he does these random like the old way or something like that where he's a cowboy, and it's like this is weird.
I actually heard this on another podcast. I don't want to take credit for it, but Dream Scenario,
Why, no one's listening.
he should be nominated for something, but I think he gets punished
Yeah, for everything.
for
else he does.
everything else he does.
Well, yeah, but
And-
see, so does why does Sam Jackson get that same treatment? That
That's
dude
true.
is literally. If there's a movie out right now, I guarantee you Sam Jackson's in it at some point. Probably doing a voiceover. I don't know. He'll do everything.
Just shouting the word "fuck."
Fuck.
The unbearable weight of massive talent.
There it is. But like, I don't see why he's punished. Like, it's
me
just it's
neither.
the weirdest thing.
I think because his uncle is Francis Ford Coppola, and they don't want to be like, ooh.
Well, and it's why he decided to go with Nicolas
Cage,
Cage.
I
Like, he
know.
just wanted to get away from that. And I think he did. I mean, he won an Oscar for Leaving Las Vegas. Like, he's done work. He's just
Right.
It's like it's the same thing with, like, you know, you win a Cuba Gooding Jr. won for fucking Jerry Maguire, and then he went and made
Now he's
Snow
in
Dogs.
prison.
You know what I mean? Like, they everyone does their fucking paycheck work and then their work, and you know, he just needs a lot more paychecks because he had bought a Tyrannosaurus skull or something.
What the fuck happened to Cuba Gooding Jr.?
He went to prison.
He went to prison, I think.
Really?
Well, he was in jail, or he at least was on trial. I guess like some fucking sexual harassment or something.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Some weird
They
shit.
didn't show him the money.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Well, they didn't show him something.
like that one
sad
movie he's
he
in
looks,
where he's
though.
where he's the diver
Oh, I like that movie.
with
God, what was that?
Robert De Niro.
De Niro.
Niro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was called The Diver.
I'm just gonna make titles up.
Yeah.
Diver was good. I like the Diver. What else
Yeah, I
did you
don't
guys watch before we get into and ruin Godzilla completely for him?
Oh, dude. I don't think we can really ruin it.
It's a fucking
It's a
the
Godzilla
greatest
movie.
Godzilla movie I think I've ever watched.
Well,
It's-
Holdovers. You want to talk about that?
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's watch it.
So we've all watched The
Godzilla's an
Holdovers,
hour,
which I really, really loved.
I did.
I'm glad you
actually
guys
really
liked it
enjoyed
because when I watched it, I felt like it was one of my favorite movies of the year.
Absolutely.
And then I'm sitting there going, if I really enjoyed it, he's gonna find fault in it.
No.
I just it's weird because like it's just like I feel like I hyped it up too much.
No.
And I'm glad like it hit.
What is
the way it
what is
should've.
weird though is that I don't think Paul Giamatti is never going to get the credit for the
I hope
actor that he
wins some-
is.
He's so good.
The problem is I don't know if he's going to get nominated for like best actor because I don't think he will. I think the woman
kid?
that played
Or the
woman
black woman?
she's going to get nominated for supporting actress.
I
And
think
she could
did
win
great.
it.
Like,
And she
did
could
good.
win it.
Everybody in this movie was perfectly cast. Even the kid. It's like I guess it's his first movie.
Men of Honor.
Men of
He-
Honor.
me.
There you go.
No, the diver. The holy diver. It's about Dio.
Yeah, the holy diver.
You've been down too
You've been
long.
gone
in
too
the
long in the Midnight
Sea.
It's about
Midnight Sun.
Dio, but with the soundtracks by fucking Five Finger
Or
Death
Midnight
Punch.
Sea. I don't know.
Whatever.
Something along.
Anyway,
Nobody knows. It's provocative.
Gets the people going. Yeah.
the kid in the movie, the main actor, his first movie, there are times where his acting was kind of bad, but I think it lent to he's an innocent, dumb kid, like junior in high school type.
Well, he's one of those kids. He's so smart, but then he's trying to figure out life. So
His life is
he's stuck
fucking
he's
fucked
stuck in
up.
that middle ground of like where he's super smart and witty,
Right.
But then he's really vulnerable.
Yeah,
on the
because
other
like he's
hand.
making deals, he's selling people cigarettes, he's like
Yeah.
you know nudie mags and shit like that, and then you know he's the cock of the walk. But then when put in a smaller setting, he is not as comfortable, and then everyone leaves, and it's just him, Giamatti, and the cook. And then that's when the vulnerability starts to happen, and that's when the craziness starts to happen. He's trying to talk his way out of shit, and Giamatti's like, "Fuck you, it's not happening." And it's I don't know. There was just something about this movie that like was just really. It was like one of those teenage coming of age movies that we always talk about.
Yeah, I
that we
love
so
these.
much. I feel like that was perfect, and in the setting, like 1970,
Yes.
just perfect.
I did not have a problem with it. I loved it. I loved it for like 5. I think I have 4.5 stars. My only problem with the entire movie is Giamatti's character turned nice too fast. Like it was like a flip of a coin. He was like, I
I mean,
want
you
to
got
go
to do
to.
it in 2 hours.
I know,
you
but it was
know?
like, I want to go to Boston. Okay, like
But I think he
it didn't
But
match
there
up with
were
his
days
character.
before that they were bonding and getting
Yeah, there was
to know
moments.
each
I
other. Like
get
it
that,
wasn't.
but it just didn't
Yeah.
seem like he was a rule breaker. And then all of a sudden, he just started breaking the rules.
but then I think you find out towards the end, and again, if you don't want to hear, spoilers, this is a spoiler. When you find out that he got kicked out of school,
Harvard, yeah,
and basically was given this job as like
It was like a gift.
because his buddy basically worked for this school,
Yeah.
and then he kind of had to kind of ride this horse of being such an asshole. That you could see the progression of his character breaking down towards the end of this movie,
Well,
where
and
he
it-
really cared about this kid and wanted him to have. You wanted him to like kind of experience the world.
Well,
I
and it
guess.
was like the burden of his past kept him in the place where he was at,
Right.
and he was so hard on these kids because he didn't want them to grow up to be. Because I guess he felt that obligation, like, well, if they were willing to be cool and give me a job, I have to put out the best of the best,
right.
no matter what. Even if it's a senator's kid, fuck him. If he doesn't pass, he doesn't pass. So he's just such a hard ass about it, and then he starts to kind of see like, okay, this kid's had it rough. They're not all assholes. There might be some redemption in this kid.
Well, and you have to
and
remember
I've gotta help.
this was his first time having to do the babysitting over the holiday because he was like, "Oh man, I got drawn the short end."
I feel like
Usually
they made
it's
him
this
do it a
other
few
guy.
times. I just feel like there were more kids at the
The
time.
reason I'm
don't
saying
know.
that is because like a scene prior, he goes to use the phone and then he gets mad at him. So I'm just saying, and then like it's almost like 2 scenes later, he's like, "I want to go to Boston," and he's like, "All right," and I'm like, "Weren't you just mad about the fucking phone?" But now you're.
I
just
have to
gonna...
rewatch. I don't know how closely in relation.
They were close. That's why I was so.
Well, he was
taken
mad
aback.
about the phone because he felt like he was lied to. Because
Yeah.
he got up and left, and he told me he was going to the bathroom, and then he was using the phone. So he
Right.
kind of got pissed about the whole.
Right.
I think he got pissed about the situation that he lied to him, but then as he was breaking down and understood that he wanted to go to Boston
There was
to
a
like
reason.
have this Christmas, and he felt bad for him, he
Well-
was like, "Okay, let's go."
Well, and then he gave him that opportunity to be honest and open, and he goes like, "I want to go to Boston," and it's like, okay, if he appreciated the honesty, even though,
Right.
like you said, the scene before he got kind of fucked over. I mean, the boy just wanted a fucking Miller Lite,
Yeah, the
A
champagne and beers. And a fucking Cherries Jubilee.
The Cherries Jubilee scene made me fucking laugh because like the guy, they were like, well, we can't give it to him. It's got alcohol. He just wants some Cherries fucking Jubilee. So they get everything and they go out to the car and then he fucking douses it.
With fucking whiskey.
Just a fucking fifth of vodka, whiskey, all this shit, lights it, and then they just still didn't get the Cherries
They had to,
Jubilee
like,
because
throw it
the
on the ground
cops
'cause it was just
fucking
on fire.
Step on it and shit. And like, I liked the dynamic between the three of them. Like, she's a grieving mother dealing with the loss of her son. He's a fucking burnout teacher who's a hard ass that no one likes. Not even the faculty. Everyone hates this guy except for the one chick who was a waitress at the bar. She seemed to like him until he realized she's just nice because she had another
Right.
guy.
Thought he had
He
an
had
in.
an in, and they kept pushing him, and then, nope. He smells like fish. And then, and you got the kid
It's a
who
disorder.
is dealing with dad's a crazy person, mom moved on, doesn't want to acknowledge, and he doesn't have the outlet. I mean, this is the 70s. You can't just text
Yeah,
somebody.
there's
he's
so much
cut off from
depth
the world.
to the story.
Oh, it was one of my favorites of this year. Like,
it
it was just a
was really
good
good.
fucking story.
And it's
Yeah.
Christmas. It's kind of a
It is.
Christmas
It's a
movie.
Christmas
It is a
movie.
Christmas
It is a
movie.
Christmas
So,
movie.
So I would be with you, man. It's like a 4.5. Like, it
Yeah.
is. It
I
is
loved
one of
it.
my favorite movies.
I sat down and watched it on the couch. I think Tuesday, whatever day that Kim left, and like I wanted to make sure the kids were like not bothering me, so I waited till their nap
Walked
and
them
I
in the
watched the whole
bathroom.
thing, and I was just like, "This is really good."
Spent a lot of time in the garage.
Actually, my scooter's out there, so
I can't wait for the videos.
Yeah.
well.
Kind of want to.
I'm hoping it works. I don't know if it's gonna work. You should see the box that came
Did you,
in,
get it
and
from,
then
did you get it from Temu?
no, I got it from fucking Walmart. But I didn't realize it was an open box thing, and then I checked the
Wait,
the
it's not the
reviews.
Airwalk one or something?
It's the
There were some-
Ninobot Segway one.
Oh, okay.
And
Because there were some cheap ones. I almost got the kids too. I'm like, ooh, and then I realized I don't want to put these kids on fucking.
Ninobot Segway.
40
fucking
mile
Paul,
an hour.
Paul Blart over here.
no, it's like it's a scooter.
The rest is Paul
So
Blart, please.
if you look at the box, it looks like it's been like it looked like a
Stepped on.
nuclear bomb dropped on it. But on the side they put a thing that says extremely fragile, and I'm like, okay,
Jim Carrey fucking dropped it off, kicking it across
yeah.
the yard and
So,
shit.
but I know
Yeah, it
it's
sounds expensive.
I know it's an open box item, so I had Tim grab it because when they delivered it, I was just worried because I was like, I'm probably gonna return this, so just grab it, throw it in your garage. So he's trying to put it on a dolly, and it just keeps falling
fall
over
over.
and shit. And I'm like, fuck. So I haven't opened it yet. I'm gonna probably do it today, and I'm just like, oh, we have to move a box. I just remembered. Sorry. Yeah, it's the thing out there that for the kids for the Christmas she wants me to move it into the shed. I don't know why because they've already seen the box, but they don't know what it is. So, anyways,
Anyway, the holdovers were great.
yeah, the holdovers was good, real good.
One of my favorites.
Yes.
It's probably. I know it's top 5. I don't know if it's my top 3 yet. Like I said, I'm gonna go through my list, figure
Yeah,
things
like
out.
I
but
know,
it
I
is.
gotta
It is fucking. It was so surprising that I enjoyed it as much as I did. Like I watched that documentary the night before, and I was like riding a high, going, "Yeah, that was really good." I was happy that I watched something that was really good, and then I threw that on. I'm like, fuck, that's really good too. Like I was just in a good run where I just 2 things back to back. I'm like, something's got to be bad.
It's in my top 5 of the 6 movies I've seen so far this year.
I didn't post this or anything, but I also watched that Candy Cane Lane.
Oh,
to have some
I
other-
did watch
shit.
that as well.
I didn't hate it.
I have to. I'm
wasn't-
gonna watch it. I just haven't got around to it.
Terrible, but it was like
The trailers looked horrible.
It was okay.
I didn't hate it, dude. I was
He
actually
really should do a Beverly
like,
Hills Cop 4.
and call it something else.
Axel F.
And also, we should have seen it already by now.
And just never release it.
And just never released. We've seen it. We've seen it.
That
I don't care.
strike fucked
What are they
it
going
up.
to do?
I
What are they going to
was
fucking
listening
do?
to
We've seen it.
Sign
Okay.
that fucking agreement.
Yeah.
No, I didn't sign.
That-
I didn't sign shit.
Neither did I.
All I know is that I may have heard from 2 people sitting at this table all about it, and I will tell everybody because I didn't sign shit. Come after me.
You can tell
Be
them.
mad. Here's the code.
Is the name of the episode
how-
going to be called Be,
Be
Mad?
mad, and then
Or-
put the code for fucking Limp Bizkit in there, so
True.
anyone listening can go gut tickets for the Phoenix show.
Well, it's on sale to the general public now.
Is it now?
So, I also watched Good Burger 2, which was excruciating.
Why did you do
Dude,
that?
it's so bad.
I feel like that was Kenan Thompson's way of trying to get a paycheck for his buddy Kel.
Yeah.
Being like, okay, you're on the skids.
When
Let's
you
go
said
and
it
do
was so disappointing, I'm like, I remember seeing. Good Burger was not in my wheelhouse because again, Nickelodeon was not my thing.
It was all
It wasn't
that.
for me.
Kenan,
but I don't
Kel,
remember
Who
Good
Loves
Burger from what
Owen.
I've seen
Who
being
Loves-
good anyways.
Dude,
so
the
I
first
can't
Good
remember.
Burger is good.
Like,
it
we
still
are
stands up.
actually like more than 2 years apart from you. There is a huge divide entertainment wise.
Yeah.
I never watched Nickelodeon the way
Oh,
you did. Like
nope.
my Nickelodeon was like, Hey Dude, and this.
I
and
like Hey Dude.
That you can't see that on television. Like those kinds of shows.
Hey Dude, and
I never saw Good Burger. iCarly
Ranch.
can go fuck off.
I never saw iCarly.
Um,
that was
all
that
that
was
shit-
after my time.
No, but
But
I'm saying
mine
like
was-
none of that ever registered.
Mine was Hey Dude, the two brothers, Pete and Pete,
Oh,
fucking Dude Ranch, or
was-
whatever
I
it
was
was
busy
called.
watching,
it
like,
wasn't called Dude
MTV
Ranch.
and
was
watching
Hey
like
Dude.
Jenny McCarthy
Hey
do
Dude,
fucking
fuck.
like dating shows.
What am I
on
thinking
MTV.
of? There was another one. All those shows. But Are You Afraid of the Dark, which you said you didn't watch?
I didn't watch that one.
Which was crazy. And then all that was SNL before I was allowed to watch SNL.
see, I didn't.
So that's all I watched. It was like Amanda Bynes.
Maybe that's different because then that means you grew up in a house that wouldn't let you watch the thing. I've been watching SNL since I was a kid.
My parents would let me watch
Oh,
The
yeah.
Simpsons.
Like I was
dude.
watching shit. Like I was watching fucking Eddie Murphy doing Gumby.
Right.
Like that's how much
Oh, yeah.
SNL I was like. I'm Gumby, damn it. Like I just watched like Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood.
I wasn't
like,
allowed to watch
I watched
In Living
all that
Color
shit.
or SNL.
Oh, I
Dude, I
loved In Living
grew
Color.
up on In Living Color.
We'd go to school or in elementary school, and homie, don't play that, and be like, "Fuck off!"
I
you're
knew
a
what
white
it
kid.
meant, but I didn't know anything
that was the
about
that
it.
was
See, we
the that was
watched
the
all that.
edgy Saturday Night
That
Live.
was that
Yeah.
was when Fox started, and they were like,
Did you
we,
see-
we got this, we got Married with Children,
Married
we got
with
In
Children.
Living Color,
I watched
Simpsons, and then you're right. Like, for a
My
long
parents
time, I
would
wasn't
not
allowed.
let me watch The Simpsons. I didn't start watching Simpsons until I was like 16, 17
Oh,
years
see, my
old.
grandma would tape it because I had moved to Kansas, and she would give us send videotapes of like the last 5 weeks worth of Simpsons, and I was the coolest kid in Kansas. Nobody, they didn't even have it. That's why I had to watch it like on tape, and everyone loved
Have
it
you
for
seen
it.
that resurfaced video of Jim Carrey from In Living Color doing that, like, I'm a homosexual bit?
no.
Dude, it is so funny because it's like...
Where he was the female bodybuilder?
No.
Oh, I love
It's
Rhonda.
just him, and he's like, is this a line for homosexuals? And the guy's like, no, I think it's just a regular line. And he goes, well, I'm a homosexual. And he's like, so are there any lines for me? And it's like, the caption is like, the way of the world in 2023. I'll have to find it when we're done with the show. It's hilarious.
But again, comedy.
yeah.
Take something that triggers people and make fun of it.
Good Burger though too was like they used the same jokes and everything. The first one was good because I always loved the sketch of Good Burger, and I think they made Ed stupider in this film, and it's the lowest common denominator jokes where like they're all fart jokes and just like one of the things is he's trying to act like a
maybe I should
robot.
watch it.
He's trying to act like a robot and he
10
just
out of 10.
farts, and it's just like, please just put me out of my fucking misery.
It's like 40-year-old men doing the same jokes as they were doing when they were like
yeah, and it felt
17.
It felt
That's
sad,
that's
dude.
depressing.
So if you like Good Burger, I do not recommend this. All right, Jordan and I saw Godzilla minus one,
Gojira!
and if everyone's like, "Why is it called Godzilla minus one?" Because it takes place after World War II, and that's usually when a country is at zero. So Godzilla comes and keeps fucking up the country.
He's like,
minus
hey,
one.
remember when they dropped 2 bombs on you?
Yeah.
we're gonna destroy another town.
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing
30,000 people dead by lizard.
it. Yeah.
So fucking good.
Apparently, this is a spiritual sequel, but not a real sequel to Shin Godzilla, and it is phenomenal in every way, shape, or form. The human characters are interesting,
Oh my
provocative.
God, so
the story is super good. Like I said, takes place right after World War II. Kamikaze pilot comes back. He didn't kamikaze. Now he has to live in his
Shame.
destroyed house and make some money, and they do that by shooting landmines in the sea. But guess what? He has a new foe. It's fucking Godzilla, and Godzilla is a fucking badass.
Oh my god. Well, so he lands on an island. So he is a kamikaze pilot that fakes engine trouble so he can go land on the island that they make the repairs for these planes. So then it gets found out that he should have kamikaze, like he said, and done his business and done his duty, and he didn't do it. Well, that night, Godzilla, who wasn't as big as he was later in the movie, comes and wrecks shop all over the island. Well, he has an opportunity to save everybody in his little encampment by getting in the plane and firing on Godzilla. And now, like I said, Godzilla is maybe the size of a 2-story building at this point. He's very small.
He or she?
Well, they...
Because isn't Godzilla pink in this movie?
Not in this one.
That's the next one.
That's the next
That's
guy.
the
Warner Brothers bullshit.
Americanized version.
So then he doesn't take the shot, doesn't shoot it. Everyone other than one other person gets wiped out, killed. So the other guy's like, you fucking asshole, you had another chance to do something right and you didn't do it. So now this guy is living with guilt, goes back to his house.
Redeem yourself.
Parents, family, friends, everybody in the neighborhood's decimated. This woman next door, her kids get killed, and she's giving him shame. Weren't you a kamikaze pilot, you fucking asshole? So he's living with just the worst of the worst. Finds a job, like he said, clearing landmines out that they laid out in the bay. So he's, makes friends. He's dealing with that. Well, then it shows 2 years in, all the bombing and the Bikini Atoll. So they did all the nuclear testing. Godzilla's bigger now. He's a motherfucking gargantuan big-ass lizard, atomic breath, crazy shit. And then he just comes in and just, for another hour and a half, just beats everything down. Stomping on people, tail whipping, biting shit. And then the coolest fucking scene, I just want to rip my pants off. He's standing there in the middle of this town called Ginza. The little tail spikes on his tail go up. All the way up his back, all the way up to his neck. They start glowing, they raised up, and then they slam down on his back. He shoots his atomic breath. Fucking nuclear explosion wipes out 30,000 people.
It was awesome.
No fucking,
I wish we would keep
everyone
wiping out the
survived
Japs.
somehow. No, he beat them all up. And it just keeps happening. And it's one of the coolest fucking cheap-ass movies ever made.
Yeah,
$15 million. It's
and
already
this is,
made all this
I've
money.
already said, I say this all the
so
time,
good.
is I go see these anime movies and movies from other countries, and they're fucking excellent, dude.
Yeah.
They're always so good. And not one filmmaker in America is like, we should do that. We should do that. They're always like, nope, it must be this stupid-ass MonsterVerse, which sucks. The MonsterVerse sucks.
Add more sugar.
Yes. Because this movie somehow not only made me care about the human characters, but I wanted nothing bad to happen to this fucking lizard.
Same.
I wanted him to wreck shop. I wanted this guy to get closure. I wanted them to be buddy cops and just move on with their lives because they were both so compelling as characters
He's right.
that I wanted nothing bad to happen to them. And it was just so fucking good. And then the turn happens at the end. Something goes on. I'm emotional. I'm like, oh my God. I got goosebumps talking about it. It's just, it was so good. And then, he's going to be back. It's fucking Godzilla. And it's just so good.
Well, they're talking about a sequel. They haven't
fucking
approved
make
one
the
yet,
sequel.
but
I don't care.
for real. Seriously.
Toho, do it.
Yeah.
You got Sony
But
money.
we don't need to watch him fight fucking King Kong or
No,
Mecha
I don't need
Godzilla.
all
I
that
don't
shit.
need pink fucking Godzilla shooting fucking super lasers into the space, which looks like it's going to be a space thing, like on the moon or some shit.
Godzilla X.
So the MonsterVerse sucks. Billy Bobby Brown, she could,
Eat a dick.
yeah. The dirtier, the better. Fuck you, bitch. Stupid bitch. Go do more Stranger Things with my boy, Finn Wolfhard.
Best friends.
We all hate you.
He's going to Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, he is. He's going to be the pit
Got
with
him
me.
a ticket. Can't. He's filming a movie.
So, yeah,
But yeah,
go see
one of the
Godzilla.
best. I
Definitely
think it
see
was only
Godzilla.
supposed to be in the theaters for like a week, and then they extended it, so it's in
Just
the
made all
theaters.
the
I think
money.
for another 2-3 weeks. It just made $8 million this weekend. It's 27% drop off from the opening weekend, which is the lowest drop off from week 1 to week 2 at all this year.
Yeah.
It is just
Because people want to see fucking good movies. They're tired of your shit. They'll go to good movies. They won't go to your...
and it's subtitled. Get over yourselves.
Yeah.
Read a fucking book.
Yeah, be mad.
Be
Be mad. Here's the
Password's
code.
crew, you bitch. Be
Password's
mad.
crew.
Tired of this. All right.
Assholes.
Let's get into my movie and fucking. We don't have a lot to
Hurry
talk
up. I
about,
don't
so
like this movie.
me neither. It
Just
sucked.
kidding. I liked it.
Was,
I
oh,
thought it
you
was funny.
did?
I thought it was funny.
Oh
I
man.
thought it was just stupid funny. Like everybody was just fucking weird, and every character was weird. Okay, play your trailer.
Hold on. Let me. We this week we watched a 1994 comedy starring Steve Martin, Adam Sandler, Madeline Kahn, Juliette Lewis, Liev Schreiber, Rita Wilson, and
Gary
some
Shandling.
yeah,
Shandling's in it. Yeah, exactly.
Mixed nuts.
The staff at the Lifesavers Crisis Hotline wishes all of our callers
Hello, Lifesavers.
peace on earth,
Somebody's not in a holiday mood, I guess.
goodwill toward men,
In all of your calls, has anybody impaled themselves?
No.
Oh.
and joy to the world.
I'm at the end of my rope, and I want to die.
Try clicking the little button. I'm having a problem hearing you. Click it, please. Go ahead.
Mixed Nuts, rated PG-13, at theaters now.
Thank God it was free on Peacock.
This was a
Free on Peacock.
this was the NFL's like Pro Bowl.
It was. It was written by
Every-
Nora.
It was every
Ephron.
Every
fucking
possible person.
great player that you could put into this game, and it was the equivalent of like a flag football.
You know, yeah, because it was safe. It was a very
was
safe,
so safe.
approachable movie. That's what I think I liked about
It's
it.
a
I was in
2-hour
my
sketch
feelings.
comedy.
I was pissed off for the last 4 days. I just needed something to
Get over it. Fucking cry
fucking
about
be
it. Bitch.
mad. I didn't hate this movie. It's not the greatest movie in the world, but it's fun. Like
I didn't like it.
fucking
at all.
Parker Posey is one of the rollerbladers,
I know.
but she's not even like in the movie. Like
They
she's just one of the,
she's credited.
Is she? I didn't like watch the credits, but I
Probably
just
not at first.
no. Like it's kind of silly. Honestly, Adam Sandler was not the worst, like not the best part of this movie.
So Adam Sandler fucking sucked. They
He
were
was
just
the
like,
worst.
If you like
are
early
you on
Sandler,
SNL?
Remember those
Just-
skits as Opera Man? Do
Yeah,
shit like that
yeah,
with a ukulele.
Do exactly that. Do
remember
exactly
his whole
your-
first CD where it was just a cow doing different things.
No, his first CD's good.
Yes, first CD.
Hot Water
Sorry.
Burn
Was it
Baby.
first CD or
what
second
the fuck's
CD?
wrong
All
with
his
you?
CDs are great. What
I
are you
do.
talking
I
about?
agree.
No, it was
I
like
agree.
the cow jumping out of an airplane. It was like, clink, clink, clink.
Oh, I like that. Was funny though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Hot
that
Water
shit.
Burn the Baby, bro. Come on.
Yeah, it was early Sandler making the baby voices.
But that
and-
shit
Shabba-doo.
it didn't work for that movie.
No,
it was annoying.
It felt out of place.
and it felt like they were just like, do what you do on SNL. And he was like, okay. So
Yes.
that's what it felt like to me.
yeah. No, he was
The
very
end.
out of
All
place.
right.
Everybody else was fun.
Big old sauce. You like, no.
I think we're going to ruin it. It's 1994. Who
Yeah.
cares? When they shot Gary Shandling,
That was
and then he
funny.
just somehow ended up being the killer
Oh,
that
I
they kept
know.
talking about, I just felt just stupid.
There
Yeah,
was
shoehorned.
convenient.
There was funny shit.
I'm rich now because I made a mistake.
Of
So
like,
there was
oh, yeah.
almost every comedian who was anybody at this time is kind of in this movie. And I feel like they all sat around and they were like kind of just
Steve
throwing
Martin's not
ideas.
in it.
And they were throwing ideas. And they were
I was
like,
gonna use the main
He's the main
actor.
character.
and they were like, hey, this
Mark
is
Short.
funny. Hey, this is funny. Now let's put it all together in a movie. So there was funny moments.
Everyone had
when
little
she
bit
gets
parts that
when she gets stuck in the elevator
that was kind of.
and she's like yelling and nobody's fucking coming.
I like she was rapping with the
Yes.
fake drum set. I'm like
thought that
Madeline
was-
Kahn's fucking great.
There were
like,
some
I love her and
funny
everything.
moments in this. As a movie altogether from start to finish,
It was
is
weird.
not a good movie.
No, I didn't.
by
like
any
it.
means.
The premise is they run a suicide hotline that's terrible at their
It's
job.
horrible.
And
My favorite part: Stephen Wright calls in and he's in a phone booth and he's got a gun. He's like, I think I'm gonna kill myself. Hold on, we're getting a weird clicking. Can you click the button? And of course, the thing. Okay, this is for people who are old enough to remember phones.
Right.
You had to, like hang the phone up. Well, there was these little buttons that you press down and that hangs up the phone. Clicking it doesn't help your reception. It
No,
will
it
just
hangs
hang
it up.
up on you. So they do it to him. They think they've hung up on accident, and you hear him kill himself.
Yes.
He literally blows his brains out, and that's it. That's the joke. It's funny.
It's so
couldn't do that now.
But when
People
she
would be
calls
pissed
one
off
and
about
she's
it.
like,
Couldn't
they're like,
label it.
press one, and she's like, but I don't have buttons on this. It's a rotary phone.
Right.
And I'm like, there was some funny shit in
It's
this
very
movie.
dated
But
situational comedy.
It is very like SNL type skit type
Yes,
stuff.
man. It didn't hit with me at all. I didn't find myself laughing. I thought all the characters were annoying as shit. I was like, Steve Martin was fucking annoying.
I liked him though because like he really wanted to do good, but he was very bad at it. It's like I
I'm
wanted
glad
to
you guys
counsel
liked
people.
it. It just wasn't for me.
I don't know if I'd necessarily say that I liked it. I think there was enjoyable moments, and when you talk about things, and this is one of those movies where you can go back and you start talking about it, and you're like, oh yeah, that's right, that's funny. But sitting down and watching the movie, it's not the greatest movie. And I know that this was a big box office flop.
Yeah, I can see
And
that.
and then I think later on it caught steam as kind of a cult classic type movie where people kind of got into it. And I guess the consensus is that it was comedically so far ahead of its time for that time period that people are just starting to latch onto it and
Maybe that's
understand
why I find
the
it funny,
comedy.
because it was like, yeah, it was very. Some of it was subtle, some of it was just overly in your face. I like how Juliette Lewis goes, "You idiot! You got to empty the gun." So instead of opening the gun and dumping the bullets out, her thing is to shoot out all the bullets in this office/apartment building, and that's what leads to Gary Shandling getting shot. And I'm sitting there going, how do you get out of this?
Yeah.
And then somehow they
Gotta
get it.
empty
They make him
the
look like a
magazine.
Christmas tree, and I was like, okay, that's so fucking stupid. Like there was a lot of very like, there's no chance in hell this would go, but it's still. I found it funny.
There was, like I said, there was definitely funny moments. It was almost like a bunch of sketch comedies.
Yeah.
It rolled into a
It
big...
felt like an SNL skit where they didn't know
Yeah.
how to end it, so that's why
Right.
it was like, he was the killer.
Right.
Look at this thing. He's carrying around seaweed and fishing line. Without checking, he's the killer. Congratulations. Here's $250,000.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy.
Right. It
The
all-
killer's
it's
gone.
in a
Everyone gets their shit. And I'm like,
Get to stay.
I just felt like they wrote a script and they didn't know how to end it. They put, he was the killer. We're good.
Yeah.
Like,
Adam, can you do a song in your baby voice?
Shabba-doo.
Yeah.
I play the- I liked Liev Schreiber as the transvestite. I thought he was funny.
Shocker.
It was your movie, Agenda
I know.
Boy. Like I thought he was funny because like him and Steve Martin dancing was kind of like weirdly awkward, and I was just like,
But
oh,
again,
God.
not a new concept.
Nope.
He's like, I'm gonna be Sabretooth later.
I didn't hate him as Sabretooth. I just hated the movie. But like, it's just he was funny. I mean, everyone had their moments of being good. Even like Anthony LaPaglia, who's dressed up as a Santa Claus the entire time. Didn't he like fucking overdose on like dog pain meds at the vet?
Yes.
Like just like it's just so stupid. Like just a series of very dumb things that I think worked in some cases.
It's an 80s
didn't
comedy.
in the 90s.
Yeah, I mean it's like slapstick.
Steve Martin, I
Comedy.
promise you, regrets doing that film.
Oh,
It's terrible.
Yeah, I mean it's I don't know, man. Steve Martin is so good,
I liked him. in
and
this.
he just like I think he was fine
He
in
was
this movie.
frantic, like just constantly frantic. And
But
I
that
think
was
that's
his
what I liked about him.
shtick back then. It was like everything was like high energy and like kind of almost Robin Williams-esque.
I keep seeing a clip on TikTok, and I forget the movie name, and I got to go look it up because I want to watch it. Where he's like in a suit, and he walks up to a little girl. He's like, "Little girl, I need you to do this," and he says, "I need you to call this hospital on this street, and I need to do this." And he gives like a long list of very complicated instructions to like a 5-year-old, and then she repeats it back verbatim, and then she goes, "It sounds like a subdermal hematoma to me," and he goes, "No, it's a transdermal hematoma. What the hell?" And it's just like he's berating this little girl after she just repeated the most complicated instructions to call a hospital. And I'm like, that's the kind of shit I like watching. I want to watch that movie. I like The Jerk. I like all that shit.
Well, and
I
it's
just-
very similar, like because sometimes his comedy doesn't hit.
Yeah.
and it's same with like Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
The man with two brains.
Like
that
Dirty
what it
Rotten,
is? Okay, I
Dirty
gotta
Rotten
watch it.
Scoundrels, kind of like it goes on and on and on, and there's a lot of comedy. This is almost kind of equivalized to what it like reminds me of.
Throwing as much as you can. You catch what you catch.
Correct.
And if you rewatch it, you might catch something different.
Yeah, and you're gonna catch something different, and you're gonna think that was funny. And
Now,
you know,
I don't feel like for me this is a rewatch.
Never. I'll never
I
see
had
it
a fun
again.
time watching it. I think that's going to live in that one viewing. It's not like, oh, I want to watch Mixed Nuts. It's my favorite Christmas movie. It's not. But
well, you hate
it was
Christmas,
fun. I
so
do hate
maybe you
Christmas.
should watch it because it's a terrible movie.
well, there you
Listen to Limp Bizkit. All right. So, what's your movie? What are you picking for next?
I give
what are you
this
gonna,
movie.
Yeah, what are you gonna rate it?
Sorry.
I give it a 3.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not going that high. It gets a 2 for me. I just did not hit for me at all, and I love all these people. So
Yeah, I give it. I'm about down the middle, 2.5. I think definitely had some serviceable moments. As a whole, movie's not good. It did have some funny things that made me laugh, and I think it's serviceable. It's right down the middle.
It's mad. It's bad that I was like sitting there watching it,
Unserviceable.
going, and I was like, "Oh, I'm actually enjoying this movie. This is really going to be awkward having to discuss this after most likely the biggest fight that we're going to have to deal with." So it was very weird watching it and smiling at it because I was like, "Shit, he picked the movie.
I should really hate this
he knows
movie.
he knows that he accuses me of shitting on his movies every time he picks one, and then we just had this blow up. Oh man, this is going to be very awkward. I liked it.
All right, cool. Well, I'm glad you guys liked my movie, and I didn't like it, which is fucking crazy. So
I'd say I didn't like it.
big gulps, huh?
I'm okay with it.
See you later.
It's not a rewatch.
Be
like you
mad.
said.
Here's the code. Anyway.
So what are we watching this week, Jordan?
This week, if we get to the next week,
You would be the only one to leave. I was
not
like,
quitting.
I was waiting.
I wasn't quitting.
I was waiting. I was like,
like,
I was
oh.
staring at my Reed camera like, where is this?
I had to talk him off the ledge because he was ready to record a fucking segment.
I said, if you don't show up, if you don't show up,
I said okay.
I know, but
I was coming.
But I left the chats last night.
I know.
Yeah,
So
at least
I
it
know
wasn't,
what you did.
At least it wasn't okay.
And that's why I confirmed with him. I was like, well, I guess, are we doing the show? And 12 hours later?
Did your brother message
Yep.
you after I left the chats? Like, this fucking guy.
No. He's like, well. I'm like, big gulps, huh? That's how you should have ended it. Just fucking big gulps, huh? And then leave the chat. Yeah, you just don't have any foresight. Anyway.
Clearly.
We are going to go something fun for the whole family.
All right.
This one is going to be interesting. It's a foreign film. I know Scott loves foreign films.
I think you might be picking what I
I
was going to pick.
I'm going to read the little bit of a description here just so you guys can hear what this is. A young boy named Petrie thinks a secret mountain drilling project near their home in northern Finland has uncovered the tomb of Santa Claus. However, this monstrous evil Santa, much unlike the cheery Saint Nick of legend, we're going to watch Rare Exports.
Rare Exports.
Okay, cool.
2010
I always
horror
meant
fantasy.
to watch this.
It's like
Me too.
It's Swedish, isn't it?
Finnish.
Or Finnish?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was on my list that I was thinking of picking.
Evil Santa,
Pick again.
dead reindeer everywhere. Apparently, it's people are saying it's really, really good. I'm sure I'll be disappointed in it. I hate the world. So, yeah, Rare Exports, A Christmas Tale from 2010.
Nice.
We finally found something else than just plain rocks and dirt.
This mountain is like a giant ice box.
Storing what?
We are standing on the biggest burial mound in the world. Tänne on haudattu jotain.
Juuso! Oota! Joulupukki on haudattu!
Hyvää joulua. Minkälaiset sudet tekee tämmöstä jälkeen?
Isot ja vittumaiset.
Isä! Syötti on viety!
We have Santa Claus.
What is that? Where is Mr. Green?
Selitä sille, että meillä on täällä pukki myytävänä.
Santa is going to find out who is naughty or nice.
Rauhallista joulua. Aivan vitun railakasta uutta vuotta.
All right, and then we'll do Scott's movie, and then we'll have the
And it's
snack.
on Peacock, so we don't have to pay for
Ooh,
shit.
Hell yeah.
I love that.
And then we will be probably doing our top 10 at some point. I don't know if Jeff's still going to join us. I know he said on the show he was, but
we would
we
have
need
to reach out to him at that
yes.
point.
So, all right. Well, big old sound. No, but thank you for joining us in our fight today. That was fun. I'm glad everything worked itself out. I'm glad everything's back to normal.
As it
We don't hide
always
shit on the show.
does.
Fucking fake ass people out there.
So,
All yell at my friends.
Fake ass bitches.
Fake ass bitches.
why you call me a bitch, Dad? All right.
Dad called me a bitch.
Call me a bitch.
Next week we'll be watching Rare Exports. Go over to iTunes and rate us. What's 5, whatever you want to give us.
No, 5.
Listen,
Don't
Eric
give them
Nagel.
options.
I guess I listened to it this week. I wanted to see if you were going to plug the show.
I did. Why would I not plug the show?
You were mad. So,
Okay, so what?
I just didn't know. So
I'm a professional.
I still listened, and yeah, we will. We'll be back next week, hopefully, if there aren't any concert tickets that go on sale. So
You better get those 50-cent tickets.
Yeah, 50 cents going to break
I
the
don't
show.
know what you.
It's going to be the last straw.
They better not be paid tickets.
All right. So I'm Aaron.
I'm Jordan.
And Scott.
Big gulps, huh? Well, see you later.
Be mad.